What is up, my Little Deinos? Vepsis, your coach of the Helsinki Hydreigons, and we are here for my NCP Season 5 Week 2 battle when I go up against MattOshea and his team beat the Montreal Milotics. Yet again, there won't be a face cam or layout when I'm playing him, cause again, this is gonna be early Sunday in the morning for me when I'm playing this, like 7:30, and I literally just woke up like 5 minutes ago, so that's why I'm not gonna be using facecam for this or layout, but don't you worry, those will be coming back for the all the other videos. But mainly whenever I play him, this is the only time we seem to be able to find to be able to play in, so because of that I don't really feel like having the facecam open. But you can see the matchup on the top left hand corner, and we are gonna be going very briefly my team, just for my own sake as well, but also getting you a chance to know what I'm gonna be actually bringing. So I'm gonna be closing that, and we jump here really swiftly. I won't be spending too much time on this because I'm making my opponent wait, and we are just trying to get connected very soon. So we are being physically defensive as low pro. This is there to for the extra 2 and the Ushifu rapid strike. It won't be actually the broken one that he has. He has the water Ushifu. Thankfully, I like in the BBL semifinals when I got to play him last time. Then we are being Assault Vest, Galarian Slowking, just our special pivot. Then we have a max HP, very bulky, 3 attacks, Tornado Stereo with Hurricane, Dark Pulse, Heat Wave and Toxic. We are not running any kind of contact move like Knockoff or U-turn because he had the Zapdos, which could and will probably have static on it. So I want to make sure this thing doesn't have any kind of contact moves to be able to hit it in itself. Then we have Life Orb, Nidoking with Dual Stab, Ice Beam and Sucker Punch, primary special attacker, plus special attack nature, and Sucker Punch is there to catch the Alakazam off guard if he happens to forget or doesn't think I carry it, and ideally I can kill it from there. And then we are running like a Rest Stock, Body Press, Toxic, Resisteel. Pretty much fully physical defensive almost. This is my Tyranitar check because I don't have much for T-Tar otherwise. So this thing is there to switching on it and be able to kill it in itself. And then we have Choice Scarf Hydreigon with Draco Meteor, Dark Pulse, Flash Cannon and Earth Power if I remember right. Choice Scarf, no contact moves, again because of the Zapdos is static. So I won't be crippled by that for the rest of the battle. So that's gonna be the team of 6, and I'm gonna be coming back once we are connected with my opponent. Alright, here we are with the battle with MattOshea, and let's see what he's gonna be bringing. I expect the Sankor, Sylveon, Zapdos, Kofa, and I wanna say Alakazam will be the last thing. Let's see how much I get correct. From my guess, what he will be bringing for this game. It's gonna be a nerve-wracking matchup in a way that while I do feel like I have a decent matchup versus him, he still has scary threats for me to worry about, like the Exo and the Tyranitar can be also somewhat scary versus me. Well, let's see how it's gonna be going. Okay, he does bring the Zapdos, Kofa, Urshifu, Rapid Strike, Dagalsi, Extra and Tyranitar, so no Sylveon, which means that I have a late game winning condition with my Hydreigon because of that, which is quite nice. Now as of a lead, I'm probably gonna want to lead with my Extra. Not my Extra, I'm looking at Extra and saying it. I was thinking also the Resisteel, so that I have a good lead versus Tyranitar, because that thing by far is probably the scariest thing to me. Maybe the Kofa can be also spooky, but I think I'm gonna be leading with that. He could also lead with Zapdos, which I'm okay with, because I can get a Toxic off on it unless it's like substitute on it. So I think I'll stick with that, and we're gonna be seeing what he leads out with. But yeah, Slow Pro is important to have at full health if I possibly can. So that if the extra proves to be Life Orb, Sword Dance set and Adamant Nature, I can then always live one hit, guarantee from full, and proceed from there. I don't have Scald on it, I actually have Body Press over Scald. But it should be doing still good amount of damage to everything in itself. And I made that change melee so that I hit Tyranitar a lot more harder than I would with Scalding instead. But let's see who he leads with. He leads with the Universal, which is going to be the Go for Greekers. I'm okay with it just so I can get up a Toxic on this. Because then I can go into my Tornado area and proceed from there. I'll just click Toxic. And we go for it, and we miss that hit. Which sucks for us, obvious reasons. So, what do I go for next? I think he's gonna be swapping into Exochill, so I wanna catch that thing off guard and go for Body Press. If he stays in, I'll go for the Toxic next turn, but that's a sucky turn 1. But hopefully he swaps into Exochill. I don't see the Dragalsi swapping in on me, cause. Or even if he does, I don't really mind it too much. I have Galarian Slowking to go into, but Exochill is more so the one that I worry. He does withdraw. Hopefully I see the Exochill. Kelpo. Okay, it's the Dragalsi. Well, at least I get some damage off on it. And it's not Black Slug. Either way, we go into Galarian Slowking right away. He could try to flip turn around me. Naturally, he does outslow me, so that it would be a slow flip turn for him. The other option is that he goes for Focus Blast. And he does go for the Focus Blast and lands it. This shouldn't do all too much. Yeah, that did like 7 damage. And here, I am pretty okay with just clicking Scald. I want to be covering the potential swap into Tita with this move. If he goes into the Go for Kriegers, I have Shadow Ball to be able to hit it as well, but I probably at that point wouldn't stay in. But let's see. At least I see that he's not choiced with it, so he could be like a Assault Vest, he could be a Habanberry. Okay, he just goes in to Go for Kriegers. As I go for the Scald. And we do not say burn on him, so that's good. And he's leftovers on this. Now, he will be going for the knockoff, so do I just go into Resist still, or do I just swap into my Nidoking instead? Or Tornadoes? I think what I'll do is that I go into my Tornadoes. I wanna lure in the Zapdos too. While knockoff would suck here, I don't think Tornadoes with heavy duty boots is super important. And my Resist still cannot touch this thing, which was already knocked off, so I didn't want to go into that. And I want to keep my Nidoking's life up still intact. Now I will go for the Toxic, predicting the Zapdos coming in. I will think that would be his first move or choice to go into. Tweety, that is the Zapdos. And it's a shiny variant. Let's land this Toxic. Thank you. Alright. First Toxic we missed, but this was one a lot more crucial, so this thing is on a timer. He did not bring a Cleric, so it's there to stay. And now we go into Slowking. And go from there. He does go for the U-turn. Now this is probably gonna be luring in the Tyranitar, which means that I have to go into my Resistil on that hit. This is gonna suck us, he could easily go for EQ, but here comes the Reptar. This could also be his Stealth Rocker, so it might not be like Choice Planet in itself, but either way, I'll just go into my resist here and see what he does. We have been playing relatively fast at least from my end. Which is good, cause it would necessarily not mean that I'm in a position that I will lose to a timer yet. He goes for the low kick, okay. That was a good prediction from his behalf. I wish I made myself light mellow for this. But I cannot really swap in on this, so I go for the body press again. He does withdraw. Kelpo. Which is the Dragausi. I know I will outpace this, so I would rather go for the rest here. Just to make sure I'm healthy enough. Okay, he has spec crept this thing, so he could have chosen that turn to stay in. To try to go for the focus blast, but I showed him already my card last time that I go into Slowking, so it made sense for him to think otherwise and keep up the momentum instead. But now I get up my rest, and he goes into the Universal, which is the go for Kriegers, and I'm okay with this. Now, as he sees the rest, he's probably gonna be already expecting to be rest locked, so he kinda knows the set. But I don't really mind it too much. Basically what I think I will do is that I go into my Tornadoes. And then if he stays in, I go for a double and go into my Nidoking. Because my Nidoking is by far the biggest threat to him. And it would be nice to force a kill, and I would probably force him to having to sack Dragausi, for example. But let's see. But I will use Tornadoes as my pivot for this, especially because the Alakazam didn't came, because that was mainly what I worry about Tornadoes having to be potential pivot for. Outside of like Slowking in itself. He does go for the Shadow Ball. I should take this just fine. As we do. And here I think I'll just hard swamp into Nidoking. Even if he stays, I can still take the Shadow Ball just fine, but ideally he just goes into the Zapdos. That gives me a free Ice Beam. I do swap out first. If he did swap like I expect him to. He doesn't swap, surprising. Now does the Earth Power kill him? If he's physically defensive with this, which he probably is. This is the one turn I have to take a little bit more time. 63 to 73. That is a potential roll. Do I take that roll just to get rid of this thing? That's 60. I wanna say I'll go for the roll and kill it. Come on, Bowling. Don't disappoint me, you're mild nature. And there we go. We do manage to kill the Kofu Kriegers. Good, good, good. One less annoyance for us to deal with. And there comes the Rapid Strike. He may or may not go for the U-turn, but my play is always my slow pro on this turn. He will not see Rocky Helmet, so he has to respect, I will think at least, Combo Berry on it. But he does go for the U-turn. Doesn't look to be banded, so that could be Scarf Urshifu. Which I have Scarf Draco to outpace it. Yep, he goes into trapdoors as I thought. He has to worry about me being a choice scout variant, but the toxic will be wrapping up and I just go into my Galarian Slowking on this. And I will be able to gain my health basically back to full what I need that thing for. And Slowking can take this thing just fine. He does go for the discharge this time around. We take it just fine and he has to take more of that chip. Which is good for me. And I think I'll go for this Scald again. If he stays in, he's racking up the toxic damage. But more importantly, if he swaps into T-Tar, I can potentially get a Scalp Burn on it. And in general, I just want damage off on it. So that my Hydreigon late game looks more likely. My Nidoking can start to be a closer point of actually killing it. With Earth Power, because Tyranitar naturally is just so damn bulky, man, when it sets up this sand for itself to get that boost in itself, and there we go. He does go into the T-Tar. And come on, Mora. Give us the Scalp Burn, that would be really good for this Tyranitar. But we don't get that, okay. That did under 25%. Does that tell me anything? With the Slowking in itself. It tells me that it's probably max HP. That's basically what I can get out of this. I'll go into my Resisteel on this. He could go for the Stealth Rocks unless he's like Assault Vest on this. But I feel like he won't be. Yeah. There's the Stealth Rocks. And this is where I just burn my Sleep Talk turn in front of this thing. If I get Toxic on it, beautiful. If I get Body Press, even better. But it's important just to burn out these turns, and it's somewhat risky for him to swap out into this thing. We do take it. It looks to not to be a 2-hit KO. As we go for the Sleep Talk. And we get up a Body Press. That probably kills this T-Tar. Yup, it does. Beautiful. Good job, Lin. No matter what league we are in, BBR or NCP, you're here to perform, man. Or gal. I shouldn't say man, but whatever. Great job, Lin. That's all I need to say. He goes into the Extra Chill. I need to right away go into my Slow Pro on this. And then I click Body Press. Hopefully there aren't too many sand turns for me to worry about. How many sand turns we have left if he is Smooth Rock? There are a few more. But either way, Sean, show us why you are the beast and just take this hit. He does go for the Earthquake. He is not Life Orb on it. We go for the Body Press. He is Chopo Berry on it. Okay. This worked out really well for him then. But that means that because he's not boosting item on it. Because he's not boosting item, how much my... Because I need this thing around for the Urshifu, which means that I'm probably gonna be preserving it. Hydreigon can revenge kill this thing. So what I'll do is that I'll let go of my Resisteel on this. And he goes for the Iron Head, that's fine. How many turns of sand do you have now left? You have 2 more. I could try to make a try to make a prediction here, which I think I'll try to do. I don't need tornadoes for anything else. No. Very aggressive play, maybe unnecessary, but I'll do it anyways. Just click Earthquake for me, won't you? Ah, he clicks the Iron Head. Good play. Good play for him. But now I just go into the Resi still. But solid play, he still covered the tornado swapping in. And now I have one more sleep talk. But Hydreigon is still good at the late game, that's why I was willing to risk the tornadoes there. But obviously I would have rather now that he didn't predict that, but it's okay. He didn't bring the Alakazam, what I really was mainly worried about with tornadoes that I could need it for. But I should be in fine shape still. This is his final turn of stand though, so I guess he's contemplating, does he need this thing? Okay, he just wanted to make sure Iron Head, I guess, kills. Okay. And there goes the sand. We go into my Hydreigon. Now he doesn't know if I'm Flamethrower or Earth Power. But either way I'll just go for the Earth Power. The one pivot play I guess he could do is like Dragossi if he thinks I'm packing Flamethrower over Earth Power as my coverage, but we'll see what he does. He does withdraw. Who do you go into? MattOshea. Okay, he wanted to use this thing as a pivot for this, but I'll get good damage on this, which I really do need. Okay, perfect. He's clicking Water Move or U-turn on this instance, I would think. Who do I want to go into? Because I will lure in the Exotube quite likely. I think I go into my Slowking. But he's probably gonna click U-turn, right? Yeah. He wants to get the Exotube and that's why he preserved it. But I didn't want to go into my Slowbro, take the U-turn and then I don't have that thing healthy enough. But I'd imagine he has to go to Exotube, right? Unless he worries me to be Shockberry. Yeah, there comes the Exotube. Now, do I get two-shotted by... He could go for the Sword Dance, I guess. I go to the Hydreigon, I should be able to tank one hit from it. And he covers him clicking Sword Dance and force him right away out. But this game is still very close. Because if he's able to keep up this kind of offensive momentum I'm in a bad shape. This is where I could have maybe used the tornadoes. I kinda undervalued tornadoes, because now he could be able to come in on this hit and force it out with heat wave. Well, let's see. Does he predict this? No, he doesn't. He just goes for the earthquake. This time around, I wanna say the Chapters could come in, so I click Dark Pulse. He stays in. I don't get to finish him off. He does go for the Iron Head, but I will be able to live another round of Stealth Rock. So him giving this damage on extra 2 is nice. And now he does withdraw. Kelpo, which is the Dragalsi. I will be able to... That is Assault Vest. That is Assault Vest, so I'm not risking that roll. Absolutely not. Okay, now I kinda wish obviously that I went for the Earth Power and I finished off the extra 2. But hopefully he won't click Flip Turn. Hopefully he tries to kill me. Ah, he does click Flip Turn, that's bad. That is not good for me. Because that gives him extra chill again, that he gets some value out of it still. I think this time around I have to... What do I have to do? There comes the extra chill. I expect him to go for the Iron Head this time around. If he gets that one right... Or do I go into Nidoking? That's the other play that I could do. Let me go into Nidoking, cause I need to get a free switching either way. I need this thing healthy. And if he goes for Iron Head, I live. Okay, he does go for the Earthquake. He just plays it safe. But I need Slowking to deal with the Zapdos at the late game. And now I just go into Hydreigon. And I get my Dark Pulses off. This thing should be dead. And I don't think he has things that can swap in twice anymore. He does withdraw. Now this thing should be dying. Yep. Now that thing should be dead. We'll see if we can win this late game. It's gonna be close. I haven't been able to manage my sacks properly, which is why this is gonna be tough. And this gives him a free U-turn. I think I just have to go into my Slowbro here and let him kill that thing. Whatever he comes in on. Which is probably gonna be the Exochill. But this is a very simple play for him. He gets to click U-turn. I'm pretty sure my Hydreigon still lift the rocks. If he doesn't, that was a mistake, but... I'm not necessarily wanting to check that anymore, cause the timer is ticking. He will go into the Zapdos, which I suppose makes sense. Does the U-turn kill me? I'm at 43%. If he has U-turn, slow pro at 43%. I'm at 21%. I would actually live this hit. I think I'll do slack off. I think he's gonna U-turn. Yep. Oh, actually I don't live it. Cause it's a critical hit. Well, that actually mattered. Yeah, because I could have gotten a slack off and neither of the other two beated me. That's unfortunate. That probably lost me the game. Because if I got that slack off, he had to go into Exoju or Urshifu. I get my slack off. And depending on which one he would have gone into, if he gone into the Urshifu, he U-turns. I can slack off again, and then I'm very high health. That would have given him Zapdos, but like if I got my Slowbro back to high amount of health, I would have been fine there. But he goes into the Exodual. Which sucks because this means that I have to go into my Hydreigon essentially. And now I lose this game. I didn't play this as I would have liked to. But all things considered that he got that crit, what can you do? I don't think there's a move I can lock myself into other than Earth Dark Pulse. So now I have to hope that I get a flinch on the Urshifu. Or he goes into the Zapdos. Like basically I need to get quite critical flinches with this thing. And now he goes into this. I have to try to attempt for a flinch, so please Hydreigon. We just got critted in a very crucial part of the battle. Give me a Dark Pulse flinch. Come on, 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 come on. Nope. That won't be the case. We're gonna lose this 2-0. I think at least. Because while my Slowking is very bulky guy, I don't think it will be taking this. Maybe I do take them if he's Scarf or like not like boosting item. We'll see. Mora, please come through for us. Okay, just click Psychic. Maybe this turns into a 1-0. Let's see. Come on. We will be decent amount of health. I don't know if that's gonna be enough health for taking out the Zapdos. Maybe it will be. Okay, it might be then. Well, it's gonna obviously be a 1-0. Jesus. And here comes the Zapdos. I will need a critical hit on this, I think. I need a critical hit. He goes for the Hurricane, lands it, this probably kills me. We live on 1. Please give me a crit. Nah, that won't be a crit. But good game to MattOshea. I do think that critical hit on my Slowbro end up deciding the late game. Wow! Wow! He was choiced on it. Holy shit! Mora, you nimble beast! We won this 1-0 with 1 HP left. Oh my god, he was choiced with that thing all this time. There was no reason otherwise to click Hurricane. Oh my god. See, obviously I got spoon-fed that he missed that thing, but holy freaking shit, I needed that after that critical hit happened to my Slowbro, because my Slowbro would have been like above 50% of HP. And that gave me more tools to work with around the Exosuit and the Ushi for Rapid Strike. But Jesus, that's gonna be a bounce back game. What a hell of a game, man. I don't remember ever in my Draft League career I had this close of a game. We lived one with 1 Mon, 1 HP. What a way to wake up on a Sunday. Either way, thank you for watching. Make sure to check out his side. I'm sure that was a very nerve-wracking for him at the ending. I'm sure he's really frustrated about that. But that's the game we play. I wasn't super lucky myself either. But that's the game we play. Next week, I believe I play Olivia-sama. If I'm wrong, I'm popping it right about now on your screen as a text to who I play next. So stay tuned for that as we come back for the NCP Season 5. And thank you for watching. I'm gonna be seeing you guys later.